Okay, today I want to talk about something that's a big problem we have in the world today, and I'm thinking if I can't do something productive and positive with this channel, then what good is it? So I want to bring awareness to this thing that a lot of people are not talking about. I mean, a lot of people are, but it's such a big problem that a lot more people should be trying to do something about it. Okay, and we're talking about human trafficking. Uh, so I put something on Facebook the other day just asking like what people would like me to talk about on the channel in my next video. And a friend of mine sent me an article about human trafficking at the Arnold Classic, which is something that, if you know me at all, this is something I've attended a ton of times. I live in Columbus, Ohio now, and it's always been something that I'd like to do every year. I didn't go this year, so it wasn't on my mind as much, but this kind of made me think about it. Okay, I had no idea about this aspect of human trafficking. Apparently, big sporting events, ones that draw massive crowds, hundreds of thousands of people, are huge places that are used for human trafficking. Has something to do with the gathering of people, so many people, drinking, a lot of people under the influence of drinking and drugs. And I guess this is a breeding ground, or a meeting ground anyway, for human trafficking. So there's people seeking out sex slaves, women, children, men alike. This isn't just a one thing problem, okay? And these huge sporting events, I read something, I'll include some articles below, and also I'll include some like helplines or awareness lines about human trafficking if you witness it or have suspicions about human trafficking that you can call. But I'll also include some of these articles that I got this info from. These huge sporting events, including like the Super Bowl and the Arnold Classic, which has always been one of my favorite events, is used for this sort of thing. I don't exactly know how. They said the data is not like ironclad, but I mean, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me that that would be a place where you'd be able to exchange those type of goods. It's a problem. It's a problem. Okay. To give you an idea of how big this problem is, I got some info here. This says, during the 260-year Atlantic slave trade, they estimate that there was 24 million Africans were used as slaves in North and South America, in Asia. 24 million people were slaves, or sold as slaves, okay? This will give you an idea of how big of a problem we have today. Today, there's somewhere around 28 million slaves worldwide. Like, slavery didn't go away, it just changed. It changed a little bit, but it's most definitely still alive and well. And there's definitely stuff you can do about it. They do amp up their efforts to seek out, these human trafficking, syndicates or whatever, people that are engaging in this sort of thing, selling of humans to other humans for one reason or another. And they do ramp it up around these special events, but there are some things we can do, including calling numbers to report strange behavior, things that we think might be linked to sex trafficking or human trafficking. This is a big problem, man. It's kids, it's women, it's men too. But right now, this trade is a little different than the trade that they had, the Atlantic slave trade. Okay, this is, I would say, predominantly women and children sold into sex slavery, and this is like horrible. This is horrible. And we can actually do something to help. So I'll give you some numbers, I'll give you some links, and please go support these people that are trying to stop this like horrible thing from happening.